What is up, everybody? Welcome back to another video, and this is going to be a new type of video where I teach you guys how to code your own Roblox games. So this first episode is going to be on really the basics. This is going to be, it's going to teach you from beginner to god at scripting. So yeah, we're going through this together. So the first thing we need to talk about is we have the Explorer. We have all these tools too. I'm going to go over each of them. So we're not going to go over all of them. The plugins is just a folder, I could say, where if you go into the toolbox, which is in the home page at the top, if you go into the toolbox, there are tons of items, as you can see in here. We have Christmas trees, and you can search up things. We have audios, videos, plugins, images, meshes, all these types of things. Like we have potatoes, Among Us, as you can see if you put it in. I have the Among Us script, the Among Us, thing, and I can just delete it. Now, to delete, all you need to do is press backspace, or you could right click on it and then press delete. Now I'm going to tell you about the select. The select tool is basically if you're selecting over a huge amount of blocks, let's say, or you could just do one, but you could do this, and then you can move them all at once, or you can group them into one block. Group is basically where it puts all those blocks into one block. Now we can also right click on these, and we have the delete, we have duplicate, which duplicates it. Then we also have rename, so we can put model number 2. So now we have model 1, and then we have model 2, but we can always name it something else, as you can see. Now we also have the ungroup, which ungroups all these parts. We won't use select child for a little bit. Then we have zoom to, which brings you to those blocks, as you can see, zoom to. Or you could just press F, like there's little critical G, del, critical D, critical C, critical X. Now select functions, which we also won't be using for a while. And then we have align dragged objects, won't be using. We have everything from down here is nothing, but except this critical L, which is insert an object. As you can see right here, insert object. So what we're going to be doing is the basic parts of scripting, and we'll go over this over the series, but for now, I'm going to teach you about this. So here on the side, we have the properties. Now, on the properties, it shows basically everything about it. So we have the brick color, which is the color of our brick, and we just have the color too, if we want to change it basically. We have the cast shadows. As you can see, around here is a shadow, but now I got rid of the shadow. Now we have the material. We have the material. Let me get rid of output for now. So output is basically where it'll tell you what your errors are. So it'll basically, let's say there's a script that malfunctions in here. It'll show something in red in here. I don't want to show it because it can show your information. So basically what that means is if there's anything bad, like a bad script or a script that malfunctioned, it'll go into the output file and it'll tell you if something's wrong. Now we also have the reflections, which means it makes it like it reflects on the sky or something. As you can see, it's reflecting. And then we have the transparency, which makes it, if it's 1, you can't see it, and if it's 0, you can. Now we have the part name, which is just right here. We can just name it wee, and now also connected there. Now we can also make it so now it belongs in script storage by the parent. So basically, the parent is all of these. So the Explorer, basically, which is the game, is basically the parent of all these. We'll call mini children. Just children, original. Which we'll just call these parents. And then inside of these, like inside of the workspace, these are children. So these are children of the game, and then this is children of the workspace. So this bullet is a children of the workspace. Now we also have size here, we'll be going over that later. We have position too, going over later. And then all of this other stuff, but we'll go over this because it's also a bit important, but these we'll go over later. So we have, well, we're not going to go over that yet, but we have can't collide. That means your player cannot touch it. And then can't touch is basically the same thing as can't touch, except you can't touch it at all. So let's get into scripting. So let's go ahead and just make a basic block right here. Now we're going to go over the script for it. So let's go into the workspace file, insert an object, and as you can see, there's tons of different items, which we won't be using for until in future episode where we go over all the items. Now the first thing we can do is we can insert a part, but let's just go into the scripting. Let me just delete one of these. As you can see, I use the delete command. Now let's start off with prints today. So print. Now, so the thing about print, let me tell you what it does. Print can be useful. Let's say, if you do 2 dashes, that is a comment. As you can see, it's in green. That means this will not enter into your script. It will just be a comment. So I could say by Eblox gamer underscore YT plus Eblox smiley face, which I have no idea how I got that smiley face. But anyways, print does basically, as you can see, if there's a print right like this, nothing is going to happen. I can go into here, and it basically won't do anything. As you can see, there's nothing inside of here. This shows all the information. You can also do this, like log. Log is something else. There's warnings and errors, which you want to keep on, but you don't need log. Now, as you can see, there's nothing that's going to happen because I printed that. But if I put in 2 commas as if in a word, now I'm going to put in hello, this script is working. As you can see, if I do that, now it'll pop up. Oh, it looks like I have to keep on. Yeah, here we go. So, as you can see, here's hello, the script is working, as you can see. So now the script is working. So now, if we go back into here, we can put in something else. So we can also put in a number. So if we put in 34 plus 15, 53, then it will show, well, let's not get into math yet. So if we do 34, then we do not put commas because it is a letter. So now if I go ahead and do this again, as you can see, it commented 34. Now, this thing about printing, it's pretty cool. You can do 5 plus 5, and you all know what 5 plus 5 is, 10, and boom, as you can see, it entered in 10. So you can literally use Roblox Studio as a literal homework device. Now, you also could do these, which we won't be getting into for a while, but here, no, actually, I'll show you about that later, but you can also do math. So 43 times 8. Now the times is the star. It looks like it has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 lines. It looks like that. If you guys couldn't see that, I'm sorry. But I can also zoom in a bit more so the script looks a bit better. It is, what the, oh, chill. That symbol right there. A little one. Oh, never mind. There's 5 lines inside of it. Now 43 times 34, let's say. No one knows it, but it's 1,462, as you can see. Then if we do like 4 times 3, and then we could do divided. Let's divide it. Now the dividing symbol is the same. I don't think keyboards actually. Oh wait, no. 3 divided by 4. So it's 4 times 3 divided by 4. So press play and 3, which I have no idea. Let me see. Wouldn't it be 1 over? Okay, I have no idea. Whatever. Now we can do 5 plus 5 times 2. As you can see, we all know what that is. 28. Wait, 15? Wait. Oh yeah, it is 15. It is 15, yeah. Okay, as you can see, that is what you could do with print. Now, another thing you can also do with print is basically, let's say, here's my script, right? Ooh, no, I did not mean to do that. Now, let's say, here we go, is print line 6. Oh wait, I have to put this line 6 completed. So basically this will tell you when a line of code could be finished. As you can see, nothing happened because these are random things. But if not, and I press play, it'll print. Because it'll make it all the way to attempted to call a no value. Wait, where? What do you mean? Huh? Script 2, print line 6 completed. Huh? Wait, what? What? Attempted to call a no value. Line 1 completed? How about that then? Does that work with you? Whoa. Delete those. What? I'll just say line completed then. Does that work? Gosh. Oh. So the thing about printing is make sure your P's are not capitalized. Do not make your P's capitalized or else it will not work. So now I can do it. Line 6 completed, and it'll show up down here. Line 6 completed, as you can see. Now that is basically the first thing that you want to know about scripting. You can also do like print 34, print 33, print 352, and we'll print all of those. Now, if you want more videos like this, wait till tomorrow and I'll have them all. As you can see, it showed 34, 43, and 352, as you can see. I'll see you guys in the next one, and if we get 5 likes, I'll do another video on scripting.